Yes, yes, come on.
Okay. So there's still a
You're a
bit
lucky
of
one.
hope.
Oh, go
There
ahead.
is some hope. Some hope. Yeah. We know about the internet situation there, so we are waiting to see how many people will succeed to connect.
Yeah, that'd be a challenge. Serge did the study group last year on October.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so is he certified? Serge, are you certified?
No, no, not yet. I have to learn more. So I'll have to prepare myself more. But I think that in July, I will pass the exam.
Okay.
Oh, great. Okay. All the best.
Cross the finger. Yes. You have
Hello,
Alex.
Alex. Hello, Alex,
Can you
our
hear us?
star community manager.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, and we have Nadesh. Hello, Nadesh. Welcome.
It's a man,
Yeah.
actually.
My hope.
Cyril.
Oh, Nadesh.
Anything is,
I'm sorry.
don't be sorry. It's a matter of father giving surname to children. So don't worry.
Okay. All right, Cyril.
Good evening to all of you.
Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you.
We also have Kalex, my friend. Welcome, Kalex.
Hi, Florence. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, Alex.
Hey, I'm starting to have more hope for the people joining from Cameroon. We hope that the rest will be
Yeah,
able to make it.
yeah. The recording will be you have better quality, so people will be able to later to see yeah, what happened if they struggle to listen or for whatever reason.
Okay. Let me try to reach Horace. Hello, Marv. Welcome.
The product manager and the business analyst. I never worked as product manager. I did business analyst I did product owner, deployment manager, release manager, test manager, but product manager, not yet. Project manager as well. Product manager, not yet.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Escata.
Hello.
Rick. Hello, Pamela. Hello, all of you.
Hello,
So,
Scarter.
yes, Escata.
Hello.
All right.
Hello, Pamela.
Bon matin.
Hey, Frederick. Hello, my
Yes.
dear.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Today is Friday.
Yes.
Tomorrow is the weekend.
But we are not yet in the weekend. We are still at midday.
Yeah, Canada.
Oh, I see. Oh, I was trying to trying to process. Wondering if you meant that your own day is just starting. You still have a lot of work to do. Mhm. So let's just give it a few more minutes because we know that in Cameroon and possibly in other African countries right now, there's an internet issue, a huge internet issue. So we are hoping that more people will be able to join us. However, we are very glad that you guys have been able to make it. And we will have this conversation with you, so don't worry. Let's just give the others a few more minutes, then we'll start.
Japa.
Yes, Japap is another name of Kongosa.
Okay.
We already had a vote on this. We had a vote. Sorry.
Maybe he has another Congosa or Japa to share. You know, IBA, they introduce an IA. Yeah, IA.
Yes.
Intelligence artificial, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's based on ChatGPT. I have to check again. So they put the whole playbook inside the AI,
Mhm.
and you can ask any question. You can even ask in French, huh? Um, and it's supposed to answer. Yeah.
Okay, but
But I tried. It was nice. Mm.
It is the same with the PMI because PMI put
Okay.
release a similar AI that you
Uh-huh.
can ask in order all question you want.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Nobody wants to be left behind in the race.
Yes, yes,
AI
of course.
race. Okay, William,
Hey, Cyril is
can you please check my
yes.
WhatsApp message? Thank you.
So check your
My WhatsApp message.
okay.
Let me see who else has joined. Okay, no one yet.
You have Cyril asking what is AAC? I think it's the first one you did.
Already diving into it. Yes. AAC stands for Agile Analysis Certification. So basically, business analysis for agile contexts, agile teams, agile projects. It's quite interesting. If you want to know more about it, if you're interested, you can contact me and we can discuss it. Okay, so I think we have waited long enough and we will start with you guys here, hoping that the others will be able to join us
Thank you
later.
for explanation.
You're welcome. I'm just going to, I'm going to walk you briefly through what we have planned for today. But first, of course, let me introduce myself. I am your host or hostess for this BA Meetup After Work online. It's the second after work that IBA Cameroon has organized this year, and I'm very excited to host it. My name is Florence Ndum. I am a business analyst. I'm also a few other things like project manager and scrum master. But yeah, my heart lies with business analysis, believe me. That's why I'm really excited to have this conversation with, I'm sure, people who are either business analysts or are interested in it or work with business analysts, whatever it is that brought you here, you're very welcome. So this is the agenda we have planned for today. We know that there is an internet situation, so we may need to change it a bit, but I hope that you'll be flexible and open. No matter the case, the spirit of this after work is for us professionals to exchange and share knowledge with each other. So it will still be interesting. So we're going to start with a welcome, which I'm giving you. In terms of ground rules, essentially, please mute your mic if you are not speaking. If you can, open your video. It's nice to see people's faces. If you cannot, it's fine. But if you ever have to ask a question or contribute a comment, it will be nice for you to open your video. Thanks, Frederic. And yeah, we will have a slot for people to ask questions and to contribute. I will let you know when it's time for that. Meanwhile, if you have questions, you can drop them in the chat. If you have comments while we are talking, you can drop them in the chat as well and we'll see them. But we encourage you, of course, to raise your hand, use the raise your hand feature, and then you can intervene. That's it for the ground rules. We're going to have a brief introduction to IIBA Cameroon by our president here. He will introduce himself for about 15 minutes. And then normally what should be our conversation with our speaker of the day, Horace. We hope that he will be connected by then, but if not, it's still fine. We will have our conversation about the topic. And then, as I mentioned, we will have a dedicated slot for Q&A and interaction. It's not just questions. You can contribute from your experience or what you think about the topic. And then we'll have networking time. Even if we are virtual, it doesn't mean that you won't get a chance to network. We have prepared something for you. And then last item, we'll do a little quiz so that the winner can get a discount to one of our upcoming events. And then we'll close. So I hope you're as excited as I am for this, I think, couple of hours that we'll spend together. Welcome once more. So I would like to hand over to the president of IIBA Cameroon to tell us what IIBA Cameroon is. I'm going to stop sharing and let you take over.
Thank you so much, Florence, for this wonderful introduction. So let me share my screen. Almost there. We did rehearsal how many times?
That's
Okay.
what happens live.
So can you see it?
Yes.
All right. So I have few slides. My name is William Sopney. I'm the president of IBA Cameroon. Thank you again, all of you, to be here tonight. So I'm a business analyst, almost 18 years, since 18 years. I'm also a consultant. And what is business analysis? What is a business analyst? Well, according to IBA, a business analyst is simply someone, a professional like myself and you guys, who uh, does tasks of business analysis. So if you do some activity, some task of business analysis, then you are a business analyst. It's like calling a dentist a doctor, for example. So that's it. Now the question would be, what is business analysis in that case? How can I know if I am a business analyst? How can I know if I am doing business analyst tasks? So business analysis, we use that. So we use on our everyday job, we use business analysis task before we start a project, during the project, and after the project. And of course, during the project, we will work together. We will assist a project manager. But the thing here is, even when we don't have a project, we still use execute tasks of business analysis to support or to evaluate, to um, identify or to decide or to do reporting to help executive decide if they want to start a project or not. So this is the definition that you will see in the Bear book for those who haven't read the book yet. So business analysis is an approach, a practice that enables change in a company, in a department, by defining the needs and recommending solutions that bring value to stakeholders, taking into account their context. So that's the general definition of business analysis according to Baerbock. And you can use that as well during an interview of if someone asks you, what do you do as a business analyst? Now, those tasks that define what business analysis is, they are all written in a guide, in a book, like the Bible of the BA, which is called the Bear book. business analysis book of knowledge. And IIBA is the organization that create that book, same as PMI, for example, and the PM book. And IIBA was founded in 2003, so more than 20 years now, in Toronto, Canada. It's a non-profit professional organization. And today they have more than 120 chapters, like branches, filial, in over 40 countries in the world, with over 30,000 members. In Africa, there are about 7 chapters, and IB Cameroon is one of them. So our mission is really to, first of all, represent IB in Cameroon, support all of its actions, to provide a framework for networking, information between the members. It's to promote, of course, business analysis practices in all decision-making context to companies, administrations, and associations, and professionalize the business analysis activities by providing information on best practices, by training, certifying, and certifying practitioners, and also by doing events like this one, where we can connect, network, and share experiences, etc. So for now, we are in Douala. We are based in Douala, and we are looking for opportunities to have another branch in Yaoundé, Oya, and so on. So it's ongoing. Now, this is just for those who missed, and I hope next time you'll be there. We did a huge annual congress last year, sponsored by Poisson du Cameroun. It was at the Platinum Cocotier Hotel. We had 11 panelists from Cameroon and 8 speakers from abroad. I think we have one of them here, Frederick. It was amazing. And also, for those who were on site, we had 62 people on site, about 13 Zoom. CRTV Balafon was there. We had breakfast, of course, lunch, cocktails, and some prize as well, some prizes. At the beginning of the year, we went to UCAC. We did a session there to those students interested in business analysis, want to become business analysts. We introduced what is business analysis and so on. Very interesting. We hope to do more even like this in other institutes and or universities. And then our first event, after work on site was with Bertrand Nkumu from Dangote. He's a business analyst from type governance. You have business analysts who will specialize on the IT side, some will specialize on the business side, and then you have some that are on the governance side. They work closely with the executive, the CEOs, all the Cs, to help them achieve their strategy. So it was very interesting. And it was at the Platinum Cocotier Hotel. And today we have this online after work. It's our first. We hope to have more in the coming, and we hope to, so the idea is to have these afterworks every 2 months. So we hope our guest or us will be able to join. Yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh,
I'm there.
wonderful.
I'm there.
Oh yeah. Wonderful. Okay. And then next month, April, we will have another after work on site this time. So you are all invited, even if you live in Canada or whatever. You just take the let's take the next flight and come to Cameroon to this after work. It will be from someone from MTN, one of your colleague or us will be our guest. And then in May, we'll have a study group on site in Douala. First time that we do a study group on site. So we are very excited about it. And to finish, we'll have our very first study group in English in June. And this study group will be the speaker or I don't know how to call them, the people who will organize and lead these study groups will be Florence here, and Derek. I think I saw him somewhere, yeah, and Derek. So we are very excited about all those new events coming, and we count on you, of course, to make that a success for us first, of course. Okay, I'm done. See, right on time.
Right on time. I think you are exhibiting one of the very important skills of a business analyst, time management. Thank you, William. Thank you so much. You can stop your screen share now, because we will not be working with slides. Going forward, we're going to have a conversation. This conversation is with Horace. I hope he's still connected.
I'm there, Florence.
Okay, I see you.
Are you
Perfect.
getting me well?
Yes. I
Okay,
can
fine.
very clearly. So glad that you were able to connect. So you are the main cause of this session this evening, right? We are so much looking forward to hearing from you. So a little bit about Horace. Horace was my colleague in the past. Actually, I worked with him as a business analyst, and he was a product manager also at the time. And one thing that I remember about Horace was his people skills, his soft skills. It was his ability to keep us calm in stressful situations, to make us laugh, even if the situations were really, really tense. And I always remember that about him. So he's very skilled technically, as you will hear very soon. But he's also someone who mastered the art of managing people, something which is also very relevant for us as business analysts. So I would like Horace to tell us with his own words who he is and what is his experience so far, whatever he wants to share with us to let us understand a little bit more about who Horace is. So Horace, who are you then?
Thank you, Florence. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be with you in this business analysis family. I'm glad to be there. I've seen on LinkedIn when we had this event with this 11 parties, this 11 panelists. Yes, I just see the picture. I say, one day we will be together. So this day is today.
Yeah.
Yes. So I am Horace Yoba. I am a computer science engineer as background from National High School Polytechnic of Yaoundé. So I have over 15 years of experience in telecommunication. So I started as application support. So where I was dealing with customers to fix their issues, dealing also with stakeholders during tough moments. Maybe it is during this period that I learned to manage pressure. It was not easy. So Yes, I moved from this position to product management, and this is because as I was also a kind of entrepreneur, so also work with some promotional to develop some solution for our community. So this gives me the passion to be able to move from ideas to some tangible product. So I had the opportunity in the marketing department to move as product manager. So I've been product manager for more than 10 years, more than 10 years. And it is a very good experience. At the beginning, this function was not well established. So as a product manager, we used to work as PA, mainly as PA, before talking about the part related to marketing. Yes. Today is very developed. We are a great team of business analysts. We have the product management in the uh, marketing department and technology, and we are going faster. Yes. So in terms of hobbies, I like football too much. So too much. I like building product. So even if I was not building product where I'm working now, I will still be a product manager because in my part time during the weekend and when I'm not working in the office, I'm building product for people. So I have product working. Maybe people are using this product, not knowing that I'm the one building it. Yes. So in terms of plans, um, I've been working for mm, almost 20 years. So my plan now is to be able to work for the legacy. So something like build some tools which will help our communities to benefit from them so that if maybe tomorrow I'm no more there, we are human. Yes, people will still use it and the life will be easier. So currently I'm working on the product for the family and my community to improve and sustain our culture because when you see English and French, they are moving faster. With artificial intelligence, our mother tongue will suffer. So I'm working hard now to be able to sustain our culture. So maybe in the coming month or years, we will hear about these solutions. Yes. So this is what I can say for now. While waiting for your question, we discuss, we will share. Yes, and it'll be interesting.
Yeah, indeed. You are an interesting person, Olas. Thank you for sharing that about yourself. Apart from your professional life, also in your personal life, you're doing quite interesting things. That's really impressive. So now we want to know what your job as a product manager entails on a day-to-day basis. I think we've been hearing this term much lately, product manager, product owner. Maybe we're even a bit confused between the two, but help us understand, what does a product manager do in your context, in your company? What do you do?
Yes, in my context, the product manager identify opportunities or underserved needs of customers and work with stakeholders, partners to be able to provide a solution which is meet this need of customer. So this is done through a journey. This is done through a journey. It's not something that can be done in maybe 1 day or 2 days, but it requires to take time to understand the need of a customer. So spend time on the problem space and the relationship with the customer to get the maximum insight. Maximum insight. Yes, come back to the customer and be sure that what we are collecting as feedback is exactly what the customer is saying. Because sometimes customers can say something, you understand others. So you need to assess what we have gathered by going back to customer, ensure that we are aligned with the customer. So once we are aligned, then we come to the office and discuss with our key stakeholder. In the past, my team was the one going directly and discuss with developers, implementers. So, but with time now, we have a team of business analysts. Yes, and they are bringing too much value. They are bringing value because uh, even if I'm working as business analyst, sometimes I can miss something. I can have some gaps in terms of analysis. Yes, we can have some requirements, some user stories, but between two user stories or requirements, we can have some link missing. So when someone comes again and asks some question, you understand that I didn't clarify this point, and it is very good to go back and clarify it. Yes. So we have the gathering of requirements from customer or user stories. We have the interaction with other stakeholders, like maybe revenue assurance, like risk or the risk assessment, like architects in technology, like brand and communication, because the product is I don't is we have one product, but the product implies many other characteristics. Yes, so the product can help to maybe to sell the company, the brand of the company. So it is very good for as a product manager, as we are doing today, to interact with all these stakeholders and make sure that the product we are going to sell to customer is very relevant, either for the business or for the customer. Yes, so this is what we used to do, and till now it's working fine. It is very we have good product on the market. Yes, the key here is to be sure that all the stakeholders are involved earlier and we are aligned on what we are going to sell. Yes, yes. So this is the key. Maybe one other thing with my background of technology, I used also to be involved in some discussion. Maybe if I like it, so maybe if we have discussion related to design, if you give me the opportunity, I will be there. I will be there. We will discuss. I will also give my idea. Yes. So this is what I used to do. Yes.
Okay, that's quite interesting. And also the last bit about you being a technical person, so you actually enjoy talking about solutions and designing solutions. Okay, you mentioned something which I think was very sweet for us business analysts to hear, that the business analyst role or what they do adds a lot of value to your process as a product manager. And yeah, we would like to know a bit more about that. If you can just zoom in into that, where or what is the key value that they bring in it? What is it about their skill set maybe, or about their outputs that makes them such a key part of the process?
Yes. One of the key aspects of it is good to have a business analyst is that in some company, yes, in some company, we have many product managers. So sometimes when we come with requirement or user stories, we are not looking for what has been requested by others. All this requirement goes to the business analyst team. So they are able to identify the conflicts, or also maybe something which can be helpful for us and we know before. So they are open-minded. They understand very well our technology and terms of infrastructure. They have good relationship because also they stakeholder management. So they manage very well stakeholders like security team, revenue assurance monitoring, and all what they are doing
Is it just me or did Horace just freeze?
I think I lost him as well.
Yes, there's an emerging issue of network.
Network, yeah. We were very lucky so far, but I think I hope he will come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he's back.
I'm
Horace,
there.
please share your video again. Yeah, perfect. Please unmute yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
So okay.
yeah, I think you were talking about business analysts being very good stakeholder managers until the internet interrupted. So please go ahead.
Yes. Yes. So I was saying that by being a good stakeholder manager, business analysts allow us to avoid some gaps or some products which are launched and failed due to something missing, maybe some fraud, some security, some leakage, some issue related to revenue, maybe something related to the design by architect. As they know exactly what has been done before, they know what we are requesting, they know what has been asked by others, they are able to put all these things together and come back to us and say that this thing is conflicting with this other thing. And as product manager, we will go back and discuss about the priority, other product manager. But it's very important to have a team like that. You should have take time to see, to oversee all what has been requested by your product managers of the company. Yes. So it's bring value too much, too much to the company.
Wow, that's really good. For all those who are aspiring business analysts and are not really sure whether they should do it, I hope you heard it's very valuable. So definitely go for it. Now, I would like to know because there is also another role which is really close to the business analyst role, and sometimes we don't know where the boundary is, and that role is the project manager's role. So in your context, how do you work with these two roles? Do you have separate people doing business analysis and separate people doing project management? How does it work in your context?
Yes, we have separate team doing business analyst and project management. Uh, for us, both team are doing kind of project management, but the difference is that the business analyst intervene during the initiation and planning. My computer, my battery is low. I need to go and recharge it. So the business analyst intervene during the initiation and planning. So we interact with business analyst to be sure that we have gathered requirements, all the requirements. Business analyst also help to identify stakeholders because when it define the work weapon structure, for example, if you need to know what team are involved for the implementation of the product. So once you have completed the solution requirement specification, yes, the business analyst give it to the project manager, who then take it and follow up, engaging the stakeholders, manage the communication, all the risks, the cost, all these things are managed by the project manager. Yes. So we have a tight follow up from this day to the delivery to ensure that we deliver on time, to ensure that everyone is engaged, to ensure that all the risks which has been highlighted in the solution requirement specification are controlled and monitored. So all these steps are done by the project manager until the delivery and the closure of the project. So at the end of the closure of the project, we have the acceptance done by the product manager. So when I've signed the acceptance, it means that the project manager have done a good job and we can move forward. Yes.
Okay, that was quite clear. Thank you. And I also think sometimes we confuse project manager, product manager. Are they the same? But with that
Yes.
explanation, we can clearly
Me,
see which
yes.
role.
Me as product manager, I manage the life cycle of the product. So when the product manager has completed and delivered the product, I take it and manage the life cycle, ensure that the product is living like a baby. When your baby is born, the baby grow, you manage the baby and help the baby to reach the target, the expected target. Yes.
Okay, that's a good way of explaining it. Okay. So, what would you no, I'll leave that one as the last question. But before that, I want to ask you, um, are you a product owner also? What does it mean to have a product owner and a product manager? Are they the same? Do you have product owners in your environment, in your company?
Yes, we have product owner, but they are not called so. They are not called product owner, but me, I manage product owner. So they take some product line and ensure that the product line are delivered as per the business needs, as per the customer need. And me, what I have, this is different from what the owner are doing, is the relationship with the strategy and stakeholders, some stakeholders like executive management. Yeah, so as product manager, I work with stakeholders with more influence. As work also, I have also some view on the strategy, while the product owner didn't have this view. Product owner manages product and ensure that the product are meeting the customer need, business need, as per what we agree with our management, top management. Yes. So the key difference is how you manage, what type of stakeholder are you managing, and the relationship, the strategy.
Okay, I think that makes sense. All right, so that last question that I prepared for you is, tell us what you would advise business analysts, like what recommendation would you give them so that they should be successful in their role? Why do I feel like we lost Ohas again? I think probably, yeah.
It's
We
still there, just the video, I think.
Ohas, are you still there? Okay, I think we should just give him a little bit of time. But while waiting for him, I know there are lots of professionals in the audience. Is there anyone who would like to add something to what Horace has told us so far about product management? Are you a product manager, maybe, or are you a product owner, or are you a business analyst who works in product teams, or are you a project manager? If you have anything else you would like to add, so that all of us can benefit, please raise your hand and go ahead. While waiting for people to warm up and to think about what they want to say, I'm going to pick on you, William, because at the beginning of this meeting, you said you have been a product owner. So do you want to tell us a little bit about your experience as a product owner?
Well, so the context is what they call program. You have a program, and it's a set of projects. And then in those projects, of course, you have project managers. Let's say you have in the program 10 projects ongoing, I mean, in parallel. And in each project, you have a project manager. Now, the project manager is working with several business analysts. It's working with business analysts from the IT side, business analyst from the business side. And then the whole program is, during this program, it's about implementing a huge solution. And this solution will impact different departments. Let's say we'll have 10 solutions, so to simplify. Once the program is done, so once the whole project, all the projects are done, we'll have a product, and this product will leave. When the product is done, someone has to take care of the product for the operating, for the day-to-day activities. And in that company, because it's different in every company, in that company, once the project is done, the one responsible for the product, let's say it's SAP, the product name at that time was Guidewire. I don't know if some of you know that. Let's say it was SAP. SAP. So at the end, you need someone responsible for SAP. So if we want some improvement, changes, if there are bugs, we need someone responsible for the product SAP. And the guy responsible for that, they call him product owner. So they didn't use product manager, they used product owner. And this product owner, he was working during the project. So this product owner was working during the project as well, because he needs to know what is going on before getting the baby, as same as Horace said. So that was the idea. So because you have different small product, you had different small product owners. Now, as a product owner, that's how I worked in that company. But I had another experience where the concept of product owner was a little bit different. In their mind, they were like, we are working with Scrum. So in the Scrum, if you want to apply the Scrum framework, you have a product owner, you have a Scrum Master, and then you have the Scrum team. So what they say was, they didn't, I mean, what they say was they keep the same flow, program, project, projects, so a lot of projects, and then project managers. They keep that. And then under the project manager, you had the product owner. You had a product owner. So the product owner was the one who will decide which features, the priority of the features, and also the backlog. So the backlog, he was the one managing the backlog, and then he will tell the project manager, this sprint, this phase or this phase, this is what we did, and then the project manager will report that to the committee, the executive, etc. So that's how, in that other case, in that other company, that's how they use the product owner. So if he was responsible for the backlog of its product during the project. So that's why I can tell about my experience with those two position product. With this position, product, how I work as product owner.
And yeah, thank you. That's quite interesting because we have the same the same role, product owner, but in different environments, they have different responsibilities, different expectations. So it's good for us to know if we are interested in like a product owner role, it's good to know what it means for the company, maybe the company you're interested in, or what are the possibilities out there for a product owner. So thanks for that, Miriam. Let
And
me see.
maybe I can add something because we are business analysts. So I applied, I mean, I am a business analyst. When I apply to a job, I will look at the description. If it says business analyst, of course I will apply. Easy. If it says product owner, then I will look at the task and then I will apply. And when I will apply on my resume, I will put product owner CBAP. I will not put business analyst, I will put product owner. If I see a job position is PMO, because I know I used to work with PMOs and I know the task, I will also apply. So when they hire me, they know, they knew I had experience as a business analyst. And also in my resume, the last projects or experience I had, I changed the title and put product owner because it's depending on the company. Some would call it product owner, business analyst, etc. So that's my thinking, So when I'm in front of the employer, I hope my next employer, I will always try to name my last title as the title he wants me to be, right? So that's how I got those jobs. And I had also another experience where I started as business analyst. And in that company, they had the notion of project manager, product owner, proxy product owner. I don't know what that means. But the proxy for them was just product manager assistant. When the project manager is sick, you do the project manager job. When the project manager is not sick, you do the VA job. And then you assist also the product owner. So you're like part-time project manager, part-time product owner, part-time business analyst. And I did that also a lot. And it was very helpful for me as consultant because at the end I had 3 hats. So I became an asset. So because I could replace 3 positions, they really want me to stay. And that's something I really love about our job as business analyst. Because once you are experienced and so on, you can go from there, you can go to different directions.
That's really
That was, thank you.
Yeah, I'm benefiting from that. I'm sure that other people in the audience as well. And Cyril said that was a really good perspective. Thank you, William. I'm very happy that Ohas is back. Yes, Ohas is back.
Yes.
So Ohas, can you switch on your camera? Can you hear us? Because we cannot hear you yet. Okay, I see you now. Please unmute yourself. All right.
It's fine now.
Yes. We're glad that you're able to come back. I have
Yeah, it's
one.
not easy.
I know we're really just lucky so far. For all those who are connected, we're really lucky. I had one last question for you before we go into A, and it is that what would you recommend to business analysts, especially working with product managers like yourself, that could make them successful in their role as business you recommend to them? Something you think they should work on, something that they should add to what they're already doing, maybe a certain skill or a certain maybe behavior.
Okay. Yes. So in our day-to-day interaction with business analysts, I think the stakeholder management is good. It's very good. It's not an issue. The main point, main gap we are able to identify is the high level, maybe a feedback to have the timeline, some high level timeline of the project or initiative. Because once you have done the work done structure, you know exactly what tasks has been given to which resources. Yes, and we in marketing as a product manager, we want to go back to maybe our stakeholders with some high level feedback to help them to plan also at their level. To help them to plan also at their level, maybe for the go to market or for me for the brand activities. So when we don't have this information early, maybe high level, not the detail, not the final timeline, just the high level information about the timeline. This will help us to be able to be more efficient, and we bring more value to what they are currently doing. Yes, because apart from this information on the timeline, business analysts are working well, very, very, very well. Yes. So there is a need to get this timeline, the first high-level timeline, first level, to allow others to move forward while the project manager is taking the lead and implementing, following up the development of solution.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. I hope the business analysts in the audience have heard that perspective as well and see what it means for them in their different roles. And yeah, thank you, Oras. Now we're moving into the Q&A part.
Question answers.
Yeah, exactly. We have quite a lot of people connected, and I hope that they have questions to ask Oras or even contributions based on their own experience. I see my friend Escata smiling like he's prepared for you. Escata also worked with you in the past as a business analyst.
Escata.
Yeah, I really like to hear. If you have a question, raise your hand. This is your moment, and please relax. This is a very relaxed conversation among professionals. Don't hesitate if you have anything to say or anything to ask. Go ahead. Communication is one of the major skills that business analysts have. So we want you to feel free to communicate during this session. Escata, do you want to go first?
I cannot run away from this, huh? So, first of all, I just want to take the time and thank you, yourself, and the team and Oras for putting this together. And it's a lot. There's a lot of valuable information that is being presented here, and this just comes to add to the little ones, with the little things we know. And I have one question in particular, and this speaks to the last point that Oras made around the leveraging and providing them some timelines that can help them manage the expectation from at their level. Now the question is, anyway, been practicing agile for a while, and I know with high level estimations, it gives comfort to those that are practicing this in order to manage their expectation better. So Oras, from an adoption perspective, especially when it comes to agile, how from the organization standpoint, how far are you guys with in this journey?
We are moving. We are moving. No, agile takes time. No? It takes time to yes, to implement agile frameworks, and so we are moving gradually. We are moving gradually. It takes time. It takes time. To be fully agile is not today, not be done as quick as you want. Yes. So you need to start with maybe digital products, move gradually, and also manage core products.
Yeah, and maybe one thing I can add to this is, and I've had perspectives from the telecom sector and currently in the financial sector. And one thing I can say is the best way, anyway, what I've been able to experience is to start small, right? Take one of those initiatives that you say, okay, we want to be flexible with this, and just start small and measure the impact that the little things you do has, then you can look at scaling that. And I believe this has worked anyway. This has worked in some of the initiatives I'm currently working on. I'm really seeing the value of starting small and leveraging on the learnings that I've been able to acquire in that small context and see how I scale it across other initiatives. And honestly, not every initiative, agile doesn't work on everything, right? So you have to also make sure that you contextualize it in order to ensure you're getting the maximum value out of what you're doing. But till now, starting small, taking the learnings from the small step you've made, do the adjustment, see how you can apply it on a bigger scale, and then leveraging on those learning. And once you do it one step at a time, everyone start becoming comfortable with it, seeing the benefits, and it's easy to go to management and say, oh, we did this and this was the outcome. We were comfortable with this. Now we want to run it across this. And they were like, okay, we hear you. And it can also facilitate getting buy-in, because one difficulty for transformation is the adoption management, right? It's a management like, we've been doing this thing this way, it's been working. Why do you want to change it from that? So anyway, that was just something I feel like I needed to add to that.
Thank you, Escata. Very, very insightful. Starting small and leveraging on the successes to be able to scale. Yeah, and also that agile must not be the methodology of choice. As business analysts, we know about different methodologies, and when we are planning on our approach, we get to decide together with our stakeholders which methodology fits in our context. So thanks for that. I would also like to add, if you take the floor, please present yourself so that the others can know who you are, know your background, so they'll understand why you're saying the things you're saying. So very briefly, Escata, just tell us who you are, very, very briefly.
Yeah, I just started doing a teleco without anyone. Okay, so I'm Butu Escata. I work with Florence and Horace in a past life. So I've been a business analyst for about 7 years now, and that is a long time. And I worked with Florence and Horace, as I said, in the past life, in the telecom industry, now moved to the banking sector and gaining a lot of experience here as well. And I think that's it. I don't want to go into too much high level. That is why I'm an advocate for Agile. by the way.
All
And
right.
that is one of the perspective I love doing business analysis from. I know with AI now, the BI perspective, it's coming so much into picture. Anyway, this is a question I have that I'm going to ask about it, but for now, let me just stay here. Thank you.
Thank you, Escata, and yeah, feel free to connect with Escata. He's on LinkedIn. Is there anyone else who has a question or something to say? See a lot of people in the audience. Please raise your hand. Remember, this is a conversation. Oras, I don't know what you are doing, but your display is showing different cartoons, and it's very funny. I mean, try not to laugh. I don't know if you noticed it, but when you have like
Yes.
I'm trying to keep up, but I can't. I need to learn that.
Let me check the chat. Still waiting for someone to raise their hand. All right, the question or comment in the chat. Oh, there is a question coming in. In terms of tools to assist you in your day-to-day tasks, which one are you using? What are your top 5? For example, Excel, PowerPoint, Jira. You get the question, Horace? What are the top
Yes.
tools? Yeah.
No, the first is Teams. Yes, because of Teams. But Office, we are don't have the choice. So Teams, Excel, PowerPoint, Word, this thing we used to work with them, so we cannot select. Yes, but when I'm working on my personal project, yes, I used to work with Asana. Don't know Asana. Yes, with Asana. Also Jira a bit. Jira also. Yes. So it is a two main product I've used to manage my personal stuff. Yes. But at Office, it is Office. It is Teams, Word, PowerPoint. But Teams is the main one, because with Teams you can also connect with all other applications. So you can only focus on Teams and be able to use all other applications. Yes.
I see. Microsoft found a way to keep people on their product.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Horace. Carlex, you raised your hand. Go ahead, Carlex. Please introduce yourself very briefly and then ask your question or make your comment.
Hi everyone. Thanks Florence for the session. My background is very funny. Thanks Horace as well so far for sharing with us. Kalex Inika, actually a data analyst, and I'm in the market research and information services industry actually. So my question to Horace is around the skill level actually, because I understand most of the business analysts I know, most of the product managers I know, most of them have a technical background. So I just want to understand what is comfortable, because I understand being a successful business analyst, being a successful product manager, you have to do a lot of you have to do some marketing, you need to do some project management, you need to know some finance, you need to even know some human resource management and all of these things. So my question is around the skill level. What is comfortable for each of these domains to successfully excel as a business analyst or a product manager or a product owner?
Okay. Yes, if you are in the technology company, you will go to improve your knowledge in technology. Because, for example, when I discuss with the business analyst or what I know about technology helped me a lot. You see, helped me a lot because we have a phase where we need to review the solution requirement specification. And when you review the solution requirement specification, you have all the information are in this document. So one part of this document where this has been filled with information from security team. I have another part filled by information from monitoring team. You see, when I go and read this part of security team, my knowledge on security help me to understand what they want to say. And it helped me also to see the relationship between what they are saying and what I want, and how how it will affect the customer. I will maybe take one example there. If in the solution requirement specification, the security team is asking to implement maybe the OTP, the one-time password, and say that maybe, are you getting me?
Yeah, perfect. I'm getting you. Yeah.
Okay. So if the security team has to implement a one-time password, and maybe is asking it to implement it for every interaction with the application, you see, me as a product manager, we know that it is good to have it, but this will have a huge impact on the customer experience. So during our discussion, I will just come and say that I understand that we need to be safe because this is sensitive information we are sharing, or maybe we are managing the money of customer, something like that. But let's review the solution we are providing. You see, and as I'm a technician background in IT, sometimes I've also invited to the meeting where we are talking about it. And if I've learned something, like I used to learn with some training and all these things, I will be part of discussion. So it will not be boring. That's what I'm saying. Be part of discussion. I will provide also some what I know, and we will discuss. So it is very good as a business analyst or product manager to avoid just staying and focus on one skills or one maybe domain. It will be good to learn also what is going around. Yes, because we will have to discuss with customer experience. What is customer experience? We have to discuss with revenue assurance. You need to know a bit about revenue assurance. We discuss with legal. If you have time, go and read also what is legal is talking about. So it is good to have a broad knowledge to be able to, maybe when we talk about stakeholder management, sometimes we have some stakeholder we want to discuss with people who understand at least a bit what they are saying. So if you are in a meeting with them and you have nothing to say, nothing, they will say that this guy is useless. So it's good to learn. For me, don't stop on one domain. We can learn every day, little training on this domain, little training on another domain, just to be able to manage others, to discuss with others, to give feedback, to feel involved or what is going around. I don't know if I'm clear, or maybe you can help me. Not clear. I will
No,
see how to rephrase.
very clear, very clear. Thank you, Ras.
Okay.
Oh, that was actually spot on. We have one question from Frederic in the chat. From the tools you use, could we say that you are not different from a project manager?
No, we are different. We are different. We are different. We are different. When I see, for example, the usage of MS Project, for example, I'm not using it too much. It's very light. I'm not using it. Yes. Yeah, we are very different because the project manager has too many in terms of domain to cover. When you are project manager, you cover the risk, you cover the cost, you cover the communication. Project manager are covering too much. too much. So no, we are very different. We are very, very different. So even if I use Teams, I'm not using Teams like the project manager. Yes, I'm not using Teams as the project manager. I have the knowledge, but I'm not working. Project manager is going further. Yeah, going further. Hello, Florence. I'm not getting you. Oh, that, I don't know if I can
Yeah.
see you again.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Frederick added something, and I wanted to know if he wants to unmute himself and switch on his video and speak himself. I don't see him anymore.
Yes, I can unmute myself. And, yes, because because you said that you are using Asana, Jira, that are some project management software. So as you explained, for me, it seems like you are not different for a project manager. So the sometimes the question behind my question is what is the difference between a product manager and a project manager?
I will give you the key difference. And the key difference normally is on the life cycle of the product.
Okay.
Yes, you have at the beginning the requirement gathering from the customer. The project manager is not doing this requirement gathering from the customer. It's not working with the customer. So it's just waiting. Project manager is waiting for the requirements coming after the alignment with business analyst. So if you take the requirement, implement what has been requested in the framework of project management from this requirement to the delivery by engaging stakeholders, by ensuring that the cost is managed, the resources are well managed, communication managed, the risks are managed. So all what is required for the good project management, as per, for example, the PMP, all what is required there. So it will manage it. Once the project manager will give me the hand after the acceptance, I will take this product and go to the market. Go to the market, monitor the performance of the product and ensure that the product is meeting the target, expected target. Otherwise, I will come back with other updates of requirements, of user story, maybe some gap you have identified on the field. Yes, and come back, enter in this flow of project management again. You see, so the project management is it know exactly what is the end point. What is the end point of its interaction with the product? Why me as the product manager, I'm doing my best to keep the product alive. Is it okay?
Yes, it is okay for me.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Frederic. Just a very brief introduction of yourself too, please. Very brief. Very
Okay,
brief.
Frederic Wapi, I'm what can I say? I'm a business analyst in progress because I'm still learning about different discipline like security, like project management, like business analysis, and also everything that touch digital transformation. So that is a brief description of my profile.
All right. Thanks, Frederic. I'm quite excited because a very experienced project manager who used to also be my manager for a short while, Escarta's manager as well, has raised his hand. Serge Simo, please go ahead.
Yeah, hello to everybody. I hope you are getting me.
Yes.
Well, I'm so happy. I'm so excited to see all of you guys. Just want to say well done. I will disturb a little bit because I will switch in French. I know that it's not an issue to you and even to Horace and Escata.
Go ahead.
Alors, j'ai simplement voulu vous marquer mon appréciation pour ce que vous êtes en train de faire. Parce que une chose est d'avoir de l'expérience et l'autre est de partager avec sa communauté. Et c'est pour ça que je dis véritablement well done. Félicitations, Horace.
Merci, Serge.
Je ne savais pas où était passé Escarte et Florence, mais voilà, je crois que grâce à Iba, je vous retrouve. Alors, je vais ajouter, I would like to add my few comment on one part because some people are saying we can see that you are using the project management tool. What is the difference between product manager and all those stuff? The real point is that whatever we do at the point of time, we must make use of project management skills in whatever we do. Donc, si je dois le dire en français, je crois que c'est inévitable. À un moment donné, on est obligé de faire appel à certaines connaissances en gestion de projet qui, pour moi, aujourd'hui, devraient être la base. Ça devrait être vraiment la base pour tout le monde qui s'engage dans un milieu professionnel parce que d'une façon ou d'une autre, on en a besoin. On a besoin de se planifier. Ça sont des skills de project manager. Même si on fait du business analyst, on a des pairs, on a des engagements avec les uns et les autres. Il faut savoir contenir son activité dans le temps. La communication, vous l'avez dit assez bien. Si on ne sait pas communiquer, quel que soit ce qu'on fait, c'est un problème. Un business analyst qui va rester de son côté, il travaille en silo, probablement il n'aura pas le résultat attendu. Il peut même avoir la solution recherchée, mais s'il ne sait pas communiquer, il ne sait pas convaincre ses pairs, ça risque d'être inutile. Donc, je ne suis pas surpris et on ne devrait pas être surpris de voir qu'il y a des points communs entre toutes ces fonctions. Now, well, I read the topic of the discussion, and then I was asking myself, so why the topic is product manager and business analyst? So then I have a question for Horace. C'est juste pour relancer la conversation. Alors, Horace, que penses-tu de quelqu'un qui joue le rôle commun de product manager et de business analyst?
Okay, we see in English now because the audience is English speaking. I understand very well your question, Serge, because at the beginning when I joined the marketing team, we didn't have a business analyst team, so we as product manager were working also as business analyst. So what I've noticed is that it is very good when you have someone else we can review your requirement or your analysis. We can maybe discuss with you after you think you have completed the analysis. So I've noticed that compared to previous years where we were going directly to maybe architects or developers, with this new team of BA, we spend less time during the implementation because requirements are very, very detailed, clarified, and we have the gaps are very little. We don't have gaps when we reach the level of implementation. Yes. So even if you don't want to have a team dedicated to business analysts, in the team of product manager, maybe we go to have two groups. So one group will be work on the analysis of the product requirement, and another group will come and review what has been already gathered by the first team. Yes. So both teams are doing, product manager and business analyst are doing the business analysis, but it's good to have 4 eyes looking into requirement. So this is what I can say. Yes.
OK. Merci, Horace. Comme je l'ai dit, c'était simplement pour relancer un peu la discussion. Et peut-être pour ne pas monopoliser la parole, une dernière chose que je voudrais partager. On vous l'avait dit, je m'excuse. Déjà, je m'excuse de ne pas activer ma vidéo parce qu'à mon district, I'm on close to Wall Street. Et donc, je ne voudrais pas mettre beaucoup de bruit et voilà. Donc, je disais, je pense une des choses essentielles pour des personnes qui voudraient rentrer dans la fonction de business analyst, c'est de faire des efforts pour acquérir des connaissances profondes sur le business dans lequel ils s'engagent. Parce que le business analyst doit avoir un broad view, donc il doit avoir une vue vraiment d'ensemble afin de pouvoir convenablement conseiller son client pour des choix pertinents. Donc, autant on peut approfondir ses connaissances, autant on sera une véritable valeur ajoutée quand on fait de l'analyse d'affaires. Merci. Well done, guys. I'm so excited to see you guys. Thanks.
Thank you, Serge.
Thanks, Serge. Please give us a very brief introduction of yourself too, so those of us who want to connect afterwards can do so.
Well, Florence, I thought that you would do that for me. What can I say shortly? Serge Simo is my name. I have an engineering background. I have more than 20 years experience in project management, business analysis, IT architecture. I want to say also enterprise architecture. I'm also a trainer. So I do train in 2 areas. The first one is in soft skills because I'm a life coach. I also do training on the technical stuff like project management, like architecture, like even some basic stuff. You said Microsoft is everywhere. Microsoft is, yeah, but there are people who doesn't know how to use the basic tools, and we are here to help them. So that is what I can say briefly on my person.
Thank you so much, Serge. We have more hands and more questions, so let's go to the next person. Derek, you have the floor. Please introduce yourself, show us your face, and then, yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Okay,
Good
are
evening,
you going to
Derek.
see Florence? Okay, I would like to start off by saying I'm overwhelmed by the presentation of Oas and his experience. I mean, I consider him as a source of inspiration and a source where someone can tap from to build a professional portfolio. And I also like to say a very big thanks to eBay Cameroon for this great initiative. So whilst I have some couple of questions, if you permit me, I'll start with the first one. So I think of recent, we have been hearing of product owners, especially in an agile environment. Now, today we are talking about product manager. So I would like to know if there is some sort of similarities or difference between a product manager and a product owner. So that's my first question.
Okay, Derek. Yes, we were talking about the product manager before product owner. Product owner comes into mainly agile. You see, but today, the product manager has more exposure when we talk about the company, more exposure with the relationship with the top management, with the understanding of the strategy. While the product owner own the product and ensure that the product is meeting the business requirements and the customer need. So the product owner will take time to ensure that the product is building is going to meet all the needs from the business. But you know, in some company, we have many product owners, we have many product manager. The product manager can have the broad view when the product owner don't have it. You see, you have your product line. You focus on your product line. You ensure the product line is maybe providing the expected benefits as required by the business. You focus on product line. You ensure that the customer are happy, and the business is also happy. You have above you a product manager. He will come and ensure that all what the product owner are doing is aligned with the strategy. So you can be blind on some aspect of strategy as product owner, while the product manager has more information. That's what I'm saying, Derek. Yes. Okay. So both are managing product, but the product manager has more information. The product manager interact with people with more influence.
Okay. Okay. My next question is if the project manager or project managers are actually at the strategic horizon and they interact with the strategic stakeholders. So I would like to know, as we know, one of the most important roles as a business analyst is for you to gather requirements. So my question is it okay in a team where or in an environment where we have both product managers and business analysts, who is responsible of gathering all those requirements? Is it the business analyst or the product managers?
Is the product manager. So the business analyst is there to support us to ensure that there is no gap, and there is no conflict. Manage all the conflict with other stream. Ensure that all the business counterpart, like revenue assurance, like risk management, like legal, if you have contract. So order to ensure that all these points are aligned. You see, but at the end, as we used to say, the CEO of the product is a product manager. See, so if this product is not good, the first person to be responsible with is the product manager.
Okay. So my next question, I think of the last one, is to know how, okay, if we have in an agile environment, how do you manage the product owners, since we know the product owners are responsible for the product and all that? So how do you do like some sort of your day-to-day job? How do you manage the different product owners?
If we are in agile mode?
Yeah, if we are in an agile environment, how do you manage the different product owners, you as a product manager?
Me, for example, I have some daily check with my product owners. We have daily check. We have also weekly meeting. And as we know, in the agile mode, we have this standard meeting. But me, I don't go in each standard meeting. You see, the product owner will go there. But I can come maybe for some meeting if I see that maybe we are not aligned with the timeline or all these things. I will come and see what is going on. You see, so okay. So the product owner will attend all these agile meeting. We manage the backlog, but I will be there to be sure that we are aligned with the timeline. We are aligned with the business need and also the customer need alignment with the strategy.
Okay,
and when
thank
I monitor the interaction with my product owner, I'm sure that we will be aligned. So if there is a gap, the product owner will come back to me and say that we were aligned on this point. I'm seeing that we will not be on track, or this feature, this thing is difficult to implement. I will see how to manage.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, without before handling the microphone, I would like to introduce myself so that I should not offend Florence. So I'm Tamideric Tagem, a business analyst, a certified business analyst, and I'm currently with Wascomstar, a satellite operator, where I occupy the position of IT support and pre-sales. So I'm actually involving in domains such as data analyst, cloud computing, and machine learning, adding with artificial intelligence. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Next, we have Pamela. Please go ahead, Pamela. Introduce yourself and then. You're still muted.
Hiya, sorry. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, hello guys. I'm here first of all because of Horace. Hello, Horace.
Hello, Pamela.
I like the flower on your video. Okay, so I'm Pamela Pungwe. So I am a BA for about 3 years now. I'm not like a conventional BA, so I just became a BA I won't say by accident, but because that was my aspiration, but I didn't do any certification for that. My background is more I had an MBA in business administration, so I got into a BA role, not without knowing what the BA is, but because I wanted to be a BA without being technical. So it's a long story. And also, I just want, before I jump into my question, I just want to say that the IBA Cameroon, I just bumped into it by really I was browsing because there's not much BA where I am. Cameroonian. There are much of the BAs are from Nigeria here in the if I want to stay in the Africa continent. So I was very, very, very excited to take part of this first meeting, and I'm really excited, and then I'm really glad to see that there are a lot of BAs out there. So Horace, my question was, because you said that you started as an application support and then you transitioned to a product manager. So I just wanted to understand the journey. How did you come across? How did you transition? What was the experience? How did you become a product manager? Because I think you might be doing a job, but you have some transferable skill that you acquire when doing the job, but you don't know how to, if you want to apply to a separate job, you don't know how to, apply this transferable skill to that new job. So how did you come across? I think that was my question.
Okay, Pamela. My history. Apart from my job, I used to be an entrepreneur. So with my friend Patrick, yes, we were facing an issue to find an apartment. So after when we we're starting our job as a professional. Yes, it was very tough to find house on apartment, and we decided to fix this issue. So we build the product, yes, an online portal, which is help people to find their house, yeah, they upload their land. And during the journey, I didn't know more about marketing and sales, but I learned on the field. So during this journey, I got and meet some agents. I was reading some books to see how we can, because it was not easy. So I learned how to build product. At the beginning, I didn't know that maybe I will become product manager. So I'm seeing myself like an entrepreneur who will move from idea to a solution and help people improve their way of working by finding a big solution online. Yes. So I have quite dual job, working in my company, working after with Patrick, during the night, during the weekend, how to improve the solution, how to improve the take-up rate, how to, yes. So one day I've seen this opportunity, the marketing wanted a product manager. I'll just share my CV. And in the CV, I highlight that, yes, I'm also an entrepreneur. This is what I'm doing. So maybe this is what did the difference. But at the end, I understood that this is exactly what is expected from a product manager. So moving from customer need to a tangible solution, helping people to improve their experience, to life better. So today, I am very happy to be where I am today. It's very, yes, I didn't know before. When I was graduating at Polytechnic, I didn't know that I will become product manager. No, I didn't. I just tried to fix an issue. And I said that this issue will be fine if others are not facing it. This is when I start my journey to become a product manager. Yes, so it's life, eh?
Thank you. That's a good story.
Yes.
Nice story. Thank you for sharing.
And thank you, Pamela. So next we have Cyril.
Okay. Good evening again to all of those people, and especially to Oras. It is a pleasure to when I saw the flyer and I see Oras and I say, that's great. So I know the experience he's talking about with Patrick. We know to Polytechnic. So I'm an IT engineer also. But when I started my journey, I work in business intelligence as engineer. And the fact is that when I was in business engineer, I discovered a pleasure to just not just do IT for IT. So do IT to help people like finance by reports and so on. So and at the time I went to marketing when I was at Orange. And that's where my passion also, I had also a passion for entrepreneurship. So that's how at the moment I decided to move from IT engineer in business intelligence and started a journey in entrepreneurship. But there was also a passion in my heart, the project management. So I decided to certify PMP. And when I decided to certify PMP, I start my journey training in PMP, and now I'm a project manager in a fintech, and that is where my taste for business analysis started also, because when I reach I'm working on a project and I face some situation that I see that in my profile, the company wanted me to do things that I was seeing that that's not really what exactly just for project manager. So it is how I discover the business analyst work, and I feel to, and at that moment also I joined William. I connect with William on LinkedIn, and I see EAB, and now I'm trying to learn more about business analyst. So thank you, Ras, because I learned so much this evening. My contribution is concerning the situation in Cameroon, because when I see and that's why I also appreciate the work EBA is doing, because sometimes in environment where maybe sometimes tax are really separate, we cannot really appreciate you. We don't have people who are working in many things at the same time. So, Oras, I have a question, because do you, when you were working in your journey to product manager, manager, do you have situation where you were doing BA and project manager at the same time? So, and can you explain how you manage it, and how was an example how you manage that situation? It will help me also, because I have today the experience that we described me as a project manager, but finally I found that there were skills of business analyst that was expected from me. So I learned from video on YouTube, but finally I decided to take a course with EEBA to be professional in that domain also.
Okay. What I can say is that as a project manager, people are just waiting maybe at the end to say that the project works or not. So after the acceptance, they will say, yes, the product is working because what has been implemented is exactly what we were requiring. So it means that if there is a gap in the journey, if there is a gap, and you don't have the choice, you don't have the choice. If you are in a company where we don't have all this function, the project manager will work as a BA also, because at the end, people are not there to see the journey. How are you doing, or how are you struggling to implement? Is there an issue to gather the requirement? No, they want the result. As they want the result, you are the one knowing that if I don't go deeply in the business analysis, maybe we have some gaps at the end. You see, you are as a project manager, you will be held accountable at the end if the project delivers something which is not required. So normally the project manager just must focus on manage all these resources, cost, communication, all these things, and just ensure that everyone is doing his job. But if you have the skills and you understand that you have a gap in this aspect, you can contribute to be sure that at the end, because the sponsor, when the sponsor comes, the sponsor say, I have money, this is what I want. And I want this to be delivered by this date. So he's not there to understand your pain point, to understand that, no, we need to have a team, we analyze the requirement. This requirement is not clear. No. So it depends on the organization. If you have an organization where you have the team dedicated for some tasks, you will rely on them. Otherwise, you don't have the choice. Otherwise, you will go and learn how to apply in this domain and do your best to have the best product at the end. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm saying.
Yes, in fact, yes, I understood it. That's why I finally decided, I worked on my project, and finally I learned about some practices of business analysis, but I learned
Yes.
like by myself, and it helped in the project, because finally, I'm the one who detect that business analysis this is needed in this project, and this is how business analysts work to help in the project. And so I decided to work on that side. But what I was asking is, did you face a situation like that, and how do you manage, or you or anyone on the meetup who face that kind of situation, and how he managed the transition well, and also to the change man, because in that kind of company you need also to help them to take the step to move in a point that this aspect you are not worrying about it, but you need it in your company. So that is also my point. So I need an experience of people who face that issue and how they did it.
Me, I faced that issue, but I didn't conduct the change management. So I just do what was expected from business analysts. So for the point of change management, it depends on the company. Because it depends on the number of projects you are handling. Because if you have too many projects, you will see a way to ask for more resources, human resources. Because if you have many staff, you are able to organize this work such that some will do the business analysis while others will do the project management. Because at the end, the sponsor is not seeing the value in between, not seeing it's difficult for the sponsor to see the value of the business analyst, apart from the fact that someone with influence come and maybe try to show that it is very important. You see, so for me, what you can do if you want to change maybe the perception of the company to help them to move forward, you can do what you can do. You have to create business analysis. Because sometimes we learn by error. Maybe if we have some gaps after the delivery of the project, but even in this case, we hold you accountable. It's not easy, eh? It's not easy. Yes, because the project manager,
Yes.
as a project manager, you will still say that it is your call. It's your call to ensure that things are working fine.
Okay, I understand. Thank you for
Yes.
the answer.
Yes.
Thank you too, Cyril. Aymar Tala you had your hand raised earlier and it's no longer raised. Don't you want to ask your question? While waiting for Aymar to connect his audio, we have one question in the chat by Carlex again. His question is, also with experience in project management, business intelligence, without necessary industry BA certifications, is it possible to land a job as a business analyst? In Cameroon specifically, are recruiters very keen on this? Do you have a take on that, Horace?
Yes, for me, the answer is yes, because in many companies, we look for people who are open-minded, you see. So during the interview, you have some questions. Even if you don't have the certification, if you answer the question with the knowledge you learn maybe from books or from the training, yes, you have the position. So it's not only the certification. The certification is good maybe for the selection when you want to do a shortlisting of candidates. Yes. candidate with certification has more chance to be selected than you. You see, but when you are in the interview phase, yes, you come and you explain very well what you know and what you have done, even without the certification, you will have the position. I don't know, it's okay.
Alex, do you feel reassured?
It's just like maybe.
Okay. Yeah, and I just want to add briefly to that. I started working as a business analyst without having certifications. I was fortunate enough that in this first role, the company, which was MTN at the time, was open to training me as a business analyst. And I got my certifications afterwards. So yes, it is possible. There are lots of people who are working and practicing as business analysts without the certification, but then develop their skills and experience, get certified, and that also takes them in a level higher as professionals. So definitely don't be discouraged if you don't have certifications yet. Go for the jobs, and you can also set a target to be certified later. Okay. Wow, the time has really flown by. I can't believe it's already it's already almost 8 p.m. and yeah, and that's because we have been having a very good conversation this evening. I really love that. I also know that it's Friday night, so I will try not to keep us all here too long so you can go out later and party if you want.
Yes, very important.
There's one last item that we have in mind for you, and that is a very brief quiz. And with that quiz, the person or people who win will win, their prizes will be discounts for our next event. So one of them is the study group in English. The other one is the process modeling and process analysis, no, process modeling training, BPMN process modeling training in person in Douala. What is the third one? Am I missing one? There are three of them. William, can you help me?
Study group in person.
French, yes.
And in English, yes, French.
French in person, also in Douala. Yeah, so those are the three events. This is how we're going to do it. I'm going to ask a question, and the first person, I'll ask three questions. The first person to answer the question correctly will win a discount to one of these events. Okay, I hope you are ready. The discount is 10%. That's quite significant in my opinion. Question one. Very simple questions. If you were not listening, you will not get it. What tool did Horace say he uses the most in his current work as a product manager?
Teams.
Hey, who answered that?
Cyril Kwam.
Cyril.
Okay, Cyril, you are one of the winners. I think we will probably agree on which prize fits which person afterwards. Is that okay, William?
Yes.
Then we'll have our three winners. Okay, well done, Cyril. It's like you were
Thank you.
just waiting for it, eh?
I take note of the answers, so I have all the I can give all the others tools.
Oh, okay, some serious BA skills in action there. Okay, second question. What did Horace recommend to BAs to be more successful in working with him as a product manager? What was that one thing that he recommended? You can also type it in the chat, or you can open your mic and speak like Cyril. Was that a hard one?
Please, you can repeat the question.
What did Horace recommend to BAs to be more successful working with a product manager like him? What would they do more? You remember that?
I think he said that BAs must have a high level explanation to when they are working with product manager, so that the project manager will keep the big picture of the target to reach.
You are going in the right direction, but that isn't exactly it. Pamela, I see that you wrote something. Do you want to maybe explain a bit more so I understand what you're trying to say? You may be right.
Sorry, it's Friday. I'm trying to remember. I just remember target, but I can't elaborate because I remember he mentioned that he wants BA to have a high level target on what they want to achieve in terms of deadline, so that on their side they can actually plan ahead. I think that's the answer, but I'm not sure.
You actually got it. That was
She
the
explained
key.
better than me. She explained better than me. It was the same thing I wanted to say. She explained well and with the good terms.
Exactly. She mentioned the keyword timelines. Timelines. That's what Ora said that he needs from BAs if they can give high-level timelines, even if the project manager later comes with more detailed timelines. These high-level timelines help them move forward with their planning. So congratulations, Pamela, you got that right. You are the second winner for the second prize. And finally, are you guys ready? Last question, last chance. Cyril is not here to play, so if you waste time, Cyril will get it. Okay, this is a true or false question. You answer by true or false. The question is, Ora said the product manager and the product owner are the same. True or false?
False.
False.
I don't know who.
False.
You have to type in now. I don't know who said what. You have to be fast. Okay, the person. Oh, the person who typed it. I apologize for the people who spoke, but I couldn't distinguish who said it. So the first person who wrote it in the chat is Carlex.
That is more fair.
It was all about speed. Yes. Apologies. Two people said it out loud, so I couldn't pick up who said it first. So the people who wrote it in the chat, the person who wrote it in the chat first won that one. Carlex, congratulations, you won the third prize.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations to all our winners. Listening skills, another very key advantage that a BA has is the ability to listen to their customer, to their stakeholder. That is super key because usually what we are looking for is somewhere in what the customer is saying, even if they're writing something different as requirements or whatever. But your ability to be a good listener will always help you be successful as a business analyst. So thank you to our three winners, Cyril, Pamela, and Carlex, for demonstrating that. And we will be in touch with you. I need to catch the names for the prize, for giving you your prizes.
Thank you. so much.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome. It's now 8:08. We had planned to end this session at 8. I will not extend it too long. I think we can now put it all together. William, maybe I will let you have the last word. Honor to our president, of course, but I just want to say a big thank you to Oras for your availability, for your openness as well to share your experience, your learnings, your recommendations. A big thank you to everyone in the audience who joined, who participated. I really hope that we can stay in touch. Please be there for the next online after work. We will let you know when that will happen. But also there is an online after work coming up in April in Douala. So if you are there, if you are able to be present there, please do. And then we have the English study group coming up. We have the French study group coming up as well. And then we have the process modeling training. So IIBA has a lot of events for you this year, and you can only benefit from them. So I hope you will connect. Thank you so much to all of you. William, please, you can say the
Said you
last.
already said it. You already said it. I have nothing else to add. Just thank you so much, Horace. Thank you so much, Florence. Thank you to everyone. Next time, please be there again with your colleagues, talk to what about, and take care. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.